It still hasn't hit me.
He's the ordinary Joe who just hit it big. Really big. Mike Worski won $273 million in the New Jersey Mega Millions jackpot. The 54-year-old winner is really enjoying his newfound celebrity status, but he's also finding himself in a bit of a pickle. Mike got divorced just 5 months ago. Now everybody is asking, will he give his ex-wife a share of his winnings?
No, he shouldn't. Especially because if she won the lottery, she would not give him anything.
You got these women being raised to be just entitled, like they're owed something for just showing up. I showed up, I'm owed something. I showed up on this date, you owe me a meal. You owe me entertainment. You owe me all this stuff. And what they do is they try to mitigate the man. They try to neuter him. They try to keep him controlled. And they put ice on the wings. And every time that guy tries to go and do some level up, you're gone too much. Blah, blah. It's met with some sort of criticism and some sort of frustration. And so you got these two different things. So the first thing as a man you got to understand is you got to, if you're not already in a relationship, you got to decide whether you're dealing with a princess. And if you're dealing with a princess, she's going to turn into a tyrant when you get married. She's going to be tyrant. Or are you dealing with a pioneer woman, a girl that's ready to take the hits with you? She's ready to go to war for you. She's going to freaking fight with you. She's going to put you back together. I had 2 marriages to compare this to. The first marriage was ice on my wings. The marriage I have now is a pioneer woman. That girl, man, she's the best person I know. I'm just going to say it like that. This ain't pandering. This ain't trying to get her to listen to this so I get laid later. I'm just going to call it like it is.
Twice if you're suffering.
I need help. Save me. Nobody talked to me about this. There wasn't a grown-ass man that said, dude, this is what you need to look for. You need to be careful. There's 2 types of women out there. You're looking for the pioneer women, and they are a dying breed. And I'll tell you, that's why a lot of dudes are leaving and going to other countries right now to try and find those type of traditional women. Because the women in the States right now are being raised without accountability. They're being raised like they're princesses, and they're being conditioned to be entitled for doing nothing. Just by existing, they're owed something.
He is exactly right. The level of entitlement that today's men have to put up with is insane, and they have had enough of it.
Right here is broke. He's broke. Look at him. Look at him.
Seems like a great start to a date, doesn't it?
Let me take you home. Let me take you back home.
Home?
Yeah, home, because she certainly doesn't deserve a date.
Back home and you take yourself some cup noodles.
Cup of noodles. Love it.
You want to take me home?
No, I'm taking you.
I look like this in your car right now and you want to take me home.
I'm gonna be nice.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you can get any other date, right? Just like you said, you can get any dude to come and pay for your meal and take you out and down, right?
I like this guy.
You can get that at any time, right?
So now we're not going on the date because you don't want to pay more than Starbucks.
Oh, it's not bad. So money's no option.
So if money's no option, then why aren't we going on a date? Like an actual date?
Because one, you trying to put me on blast. Like, you got your phone out filming this interaction right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting pranked at this point. Like, it feels like it's not real because I've never had a grown man take me to Starbucks for a date. What is this, high school?
You never had a grown man in general.
Facts.
You know, you like another one, picture. Like, you expect me to take you to some 5-star restaurants. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm not even gonna take you home.
No, what?
Any dude you come and get you and take you out, right? Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and make sure that's the case.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Ladies, take a lesson. For those of you that like to act entitled to everything, just remember, that could be you.
I hate to break it to you. I think that we've just got a very, very selfish culture of women. And to any women out there that say I have internalized misogyny or anything like that, that would require that I have a problem with women worldwide. I do not have a problem with women worldwide. I have a problem with Western women. And if you think that I'm just like making this up out of nowhere, reflect on the fact that there are Western men that are flying out east to find wives. Are Eastern men coming out west to find wives? No. Where in the world are men flying out in droves to marry American women? Nobody wants us. Why? We're big, we're selfish. We don't want to hear anything. You can't tell me to eat less. You can't tell me to change my life. You can't tell me it's not about me.
She hit the nail on the head. Not only do today's men have to endure the entitlement, but they have to also deal with the fact that they make everything about themselves. The juice simply isn't worth the squeeze anymore.
What's your age?
23.
Are you single?
I am now.
What do you mean?
I had a wife, now I don't have a wife.
How do you go from having a wife to not having a wife?
I went on deployment to Okinawa, Japan. My wife fucked a dude 1 week into that deployment, now I don't have one.
Well, how long were you together?
I've known her my whole life, since I was like elementary school, the whole way on to high school. Joined the Navy, married the girl. Now we're here, single.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
It is what it is.
Did she beg for you back?
She did, yeah.
What'd you tell her?
I said, you gotta be out by December. She was out by December. That was it.
How much did you spend on the ring for her?
$6K.
$6,000.
$6,000.
And you thought you were getting...
Yeah, no quality there. Yep.
So could you see yourself getting married again?
Probably not. These girls now don't tell the truth about nothing. Just do your thing.
I just found out that the most prominent hormone when you're on your period is testosterone. So when you're acting emotional on your period, you're literally acting like a man.
Wrong. Here's a little biology lesson for you. The most emotional time is when she's PMSing, which is usually 1 to 2 weeks before her menstrual period, which is exactly when estrogen levels peak in the days leading up to ovulation, which is the PMS period. You don't even know your own body and still try to use it to weaponize it against men somehow. Why don't you go call your
I have never seen a woman make a broke man rich, but I've seen plenty of men make broke women rich. Do you think that we have a problem in society? We definitely do. We got many of them. But why is it that, like, a woman will never stay with a broke man, but a broke man has no problem, like, providing and building up a broke woman? Because the thing is like, nowadays, most broke women don't even think they're broke. They just think that they're dating the wrong man. But then they'll look at a guy who's like working fucking 60 hours a week at a job that doesn't really pay that much, but he's doing his fucking best, and she'll look at him and be like, that's broke boy energy. No, that's hubby energy, actually. That's fucking husband material, actually. I feel like as women, we have such a like strong desire to be taken care of that we forget that like men are human beings.
Women are way less committed to relationships than men. And this is why marriages are falling apart.
But we're not allowed to say that. Seatbelts on. Buckle up. I will say it again. Women are less committed to relationships than men. Roughly 70% of divorces are initiated by women. They are willing to throw the towel in sooner. Feminazis will try to convince you that women do this because of men. Because for them, the equation is always men equals evil. Now, imagine if we took men out of the equation entirely. Oh wait, we don't have to imagine that at all. We have that data. We have the divorce rates for lesbian couples. Lesbians have the highest divorce rates in the country. It turns out that if you have twice the women in a relationship, you also have twice the chance of divorce. You couldn't write it if you tried. Oh, there you go.
I'm a married lesbian.
Oh, Lord.
I'm what y'all would call a stud, but to be honest, I want a divorce and want to switch up to dating men. These women these days are looking for parents and not partners. They just expect you to pay for everything and spoil them as if God put you on this earth to spoil them. Never been attracted to a man in my life. I'm just sick of these How do men feel about dating a stud? Seriously, I'm sorry. Do you think I would have to switch up my style?
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.